So how do you make use of this valuable data that your franchisees are generating? You think that franchise groups grow over a period of time by delivering typically best of breed apps for their franchisees to utilise. So the most common one, of course, is point of sale, then CRM, might be a loyalty app. There's always going to be a back office app, so a financial application. And all of a sudden you can imagine that data starts to duplicate across each of these sources. And as soon as you can't cross-reference that data, it starts to lose value or potential value. So the first step in maximising the value of the data in the franchise network is being able to aggregate that data into a common, clean data model that can be accessed by anyone within the franchise executive. So many franchisors don't realise at this point that they have a couple of options, and quite often the easiest one is to find the ability to aggregate all of those data sources into one really clean data model that can be accessed by everyone in the organisation. Important that that is updated frequently, so the currency of the information is really good. So that's very achievable, to actually get this nice clean data warehouse for the whole organisation with multiple data sources. The other alternative, of course, is to start again and to invest in infrastructure that incorporates all of those data sources. We believe that much of the time that's far more difficult, particularly when your franchisees are familiar and using existing apps well, and they're usually best of breed. Because one of the key frustrations for the franchisors, of course, while we've got these data silos, is that a measure of the usefulness of data is how quickly you can access it. And all too often, I hear that, yeah, we've got the data there, but it's going to take us quite a while to access it. We're generating 2 or 3 different Excel reports. We do that once a week, and it's okay as long as we don't need to change anything within those, otherwise we've got to rebuild the whole process. So it's highly inefficient, and it doesn't really promote innovation, because we've got to deal with the information that's been pre-built. You need to interrogate the data, the franchisee data, however you wish, whenever you wish. And to do that, it's got to be clean and modelled so that you can access it. So obviously when it comes to franchisee data, aggregation is the preferred option of these best of breed apps rather than starting again. And that alternative can provide you with a really efficient data source that can be accessed in real time. And then you can start to ask some really cool questions about your franchisees. So what are the most profitable doing? What products are they selling? How are promotions performing in the marketplace for different franchisees, and why? So aggregating that information at a franchisee level and having complete clarity across all of those data sources is fundamental to making the right decisions for the network moving forward. And let's not forget about the profitability of franchisees. Being able to access that back office data to start benchmarking performance and understanding or getting context as to why some franchisees are better than others, and then being able to manage performance is critical. And without a doubt, we see that the better franchise networks have far more transparency over cost of doing business and profitability, so that they have an early warning system if franchisees aren't performing so well. But on the flip side, they've got this ability to understand what the best are doing and then start to deliver those advantages to the rest of the franchise network.